Is it yesterday? Don't finish. The title is Blackmail Can Win You a Battle, but it will make you lose a war. Blackmail can make you win a battle, but it will make you to lose a war. It is a very deep word. Today, what we are seeing among ourselves is this, the use of blackmail to win a battle against our brother, against our sisters. But the main war before us is falling out of hand. We are losing it. We are losing it with speed. We are losing it. And we are not concerned. When you send the blackmail to defeat your brother or to defeat your sister or to make your brother look bad or to make your sister look bad, you push those blackmail, you have won the favor of the masses. But the main war, which is the main war we are supposed to be fighting, the main war before us, the main war before us to get away from slavery, that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is in the front today, the DSS fighting. Mazen Simon Ekpa is in international level, in the hand of the Finnish government fighting. The main war is there, raging. We are losing our focus from there, and everybody is focusing on winning a battle. It is very sad and painful. I bet you, if not for the grace of Chukwu Kabiama, maybe I will not be broadcasting anymore.
Righteous.
But the reason why I'm still broadcasting is because I didn't make this choice. And I didn't just come to open my camera. Something made me to start doing it more than a decade ago. And I continue to do it with or without anybody watching. I continue to do it. And I will not walk away. It is difficult, but we must continue. We don't have any other choice except one. You're welcome, my brother Christian. You're welcome. Go ahead, my brother Christian. Go ahead and talk to us. Let's hear you.
Righteous. Morning, my brother. Bro Greg. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm not on a reliable network this morning. So I just hope, because I was thinking that Monday would be a perfect day or time for me to come in and, as usual, continue. But the urgency of situation, so I hope that the network allows me to say the things I'm going to say. And I don't know how long you've been here now. A lot is just, I don't know, the level of disappointment, it's just sad. But because, yeah, I don't know, the guy that, is it General Gentle? I think it was last week when he came in to debunk rumors about him being the this and that. You know what I'm trying to say, right?
Yes.
And we all came on to not only defend him, but to encourage him and to encourage the USB government to, I remember that, yeah, we were on the fact that somebody like that should be protected because he meant well, and he has put everything online to protect our land. So the feeling was good. Everything seems right. And suddenly, then I saw this video that he made. It was through Vam that I saw it. I was listening on the background because the thing is that for Vam, again, somebody that I used to speak with in the past, but it has reached a level, for me as a person, it reached a level now that no matter what, moving forward, I will not be able to, there's just no way I will be able to bring myself to collaborate or to be in any line, because the way he speaks, sometimes I say to myself, Amarama, cases were for the matter. what kind of upbringing does I understand that it's not everybody that will have the same upbringing, but at the same time, when he speaks, the words that come out of his mouth, I always say to myself, even if I have such ideas in my head, it will be so heavy for it to come out of my mouth because they are just so despicable. The level of vulgarity that comes out of his mouth, you begin to wonder the way he speaks. And I'm in my late 50s now, right? But even at then, I not just that I respect women, I respect human beings generally, that certain things are just like taboo to be talking, and I'll be wondering, how do you speak like this about a woman when you came out of a woman? So I'm sorry, that is how I feel. And it has reached a level where if I have to listen to him, maybe he presented a guy like this, that general he presented, I'm still on the background to hear what the general had to say because of the way we have accepted him, if you remember, right?
Yeah.
But I will never ever be able to come so low to speak with him because we grow in life, we learn, we become better, we try to get better.
That's
you can
right.
say it, you can say whatever you want to say, but certain things are just the way we are brought up, our culture doesn't give room for that level of vulgarity. When you author in such a way, you make a pronunciation of words that are just so demeaning because a woman is a woman. It doesn't matter whether you're a sister, your mother, you're a friend, or whatever. It's just sad. But let me just leave that by the wayside. I think some people are never gonna change. So, but why I came in is that, like I said, I was going to do it on Monday to be very certain that I will have network availability. But thank goodness it's going well now, and you can hear me, right?
Yeah, very well, very clear.
Okay, good.
Very clear.
Yeah, so you see, this Commander Gentle, I don't know what happened, but in my own imagination, I tried to figure that, you see, for me, it doesn't matter what somebody said, right? I understand the whole thing so deep that except I have a concrete evidence, except you're able to prove to me, otherwise, what for me generally, words is words, truth is truth, action is action. Anybody can say anything, and I figure also that because we're in this kind of situation now, so when people try to win, they bring everything, including lies and fabrications. So, but the thing is, I understand also that these guys, like this Gentle and Putozo, right? They are the two, should I say, I don't know, but it seems to me like they are the two top most.
Officials.
Yeah, they are the topmost guy in this chain of command on the
Yes.
ground. On the ground. And again, I don't know how USB, led by Dr. Ngozi Arabeze, how they went about it. Because, in life, you have to apply wisdom and tactics and be able to understand how to go about. We find that no failure. Exactly. Because let me tell you that, because over the years, the Putuzos and this Gentle of this world, they've been the guys on the ground calling the shots. They've been the one in charge. They know the territory for good or for bad, but they have been in charge. So you cannot come suddenly now and want them to just follow command from diaspora. I understand that is how it's supposed to be. Naturally, that is how it's supposed to be in any nation, because the military don't command except if it's a military rule, right? Now,
yes.
But we're not even there, not even military or civilian, we're not there. USB is a nation that has been declared, right? So it's a process, still very much a process. But these guys back home, for them, I don't know them personally. I don't know their mindset. I don't know how their brain works. But given what I know about, maybe should I say human being generally,
yes,
they will not want some whatever from diaspora to come and impose and try to take charge and begin to command the situation. They will, so this is my theory about this whole thing. I could be wrong because I don't know the details. I don't know what exactly what transpired, but my gut feeling is that it probably is related to something like what I'm just trying to say now, that they will feel like Ngozi Oronbese and the USB, they are trying to impose command on them. And but so you can see how both sides could be wrong and right at the same time. So it's something that is supposed to have kind of worked and traded very softly and very carefully. If that is the case, I would have suggested that the best thing would have been dance to their tune, the tone of Potozo and this other guy, dance to their tune for now. It's not going to be forever. It's not going to remain like that forever. But for now, because we are all in diaspora, including the USBs in diaspora, and they are the one in charge back home. They know the terrain. They've been doing it for so long now. So the situation would have been give them the amenities or facilities or whatever, give them what they want, and try to be in good terms with them. You know, to catch there's so many adage or proverb I'm trying to apply now, but
one minute, my brother Chris, just 1 minute, please. Let me help you. Just 1 minute, please. Everybody with his own idea, but don't you think that these people you are saying for now, just play it with them? Playing it with them, anything that comes from the beginning with the wrong foundation can never come out.
No.
Wait, let me finish. Before you play along with them for now, anything that you want to build correct, you must start from the day one. If you are saying for now, that is what destroys Nigeria for now. And in your job, they will hold it.
You're asking me to.
Let me come in. Let me come in.
I've not even finished, Greg. Mm-hmm. I've not finished.
Wait, before you conclude, let me come in to straighten up certain things so that we don't misunderstand each other. You see, when Christian was speaking, I was shaking my head and I was listening attentively because for people who have been watching my program all this while, more especially since this month, when you hear a kind of person, when Christian was talking about respect, that is one thing I hold very strong, to respect somebody, even if you are my enemy. Even if I don't agree with you, I will not come and insult you. More especially going to people's family to begin to call names and begin to denigrate people. That is one of the problems that we have among ourselves, more especially these people that are involved in these things. And you see, most of the time, they talk before they think. Most of the time, they say these things. When they come back, they begin to apologize. They say things and they come to apologize. Just like what my brother Christian was saying. That area Christian is going, I thought of that also. From the beginning, this issue would have been handled differently.
Exactly.
From the beginning. We are not talking about now. Even now, it can also be managed.
Yeah.
From the beginning. Let's take, for example, our PM, Simon Ekpa. If you watch the videos that were released lately after his arrest, you will see there were many chaos. There were many troubles, propaganda, but you cannot hear it on the media. Even there are some that you have not even heard, they've not brought out yet. But he was able to manage this and press it and press it. Not because those things were right, not because they were the but there were certain issues that will come in order to save the situation and save our head because of what we are facing.
Yeah.
Sometimes, even in government, you break protocols to get what you want sometimes.
Exactly.
That sometimes you break protocol. We see it in normal government, in life, in families, in everything. There are certain times you break rules to make certain things get right. Even in the Bible, there's examples of that.
Yeah.
We have protocols we have broken. Something we will see as a sin. You see somebody was commanded to go and do that. We saw the example of somebody who was told to go and marry a harlot. Is it the right thing to do?
Exactly. But he did.
But he did.
Yeah.
Somebody was also told to go and lie. Tell them that that person is your sister, not your wife. Recorded in the Bible. To save a head. That is why sometimes I say, when you are telling the truth is something that you're supposed to tell. When you tell it, every heart will rejoice. But when you tell a truth that is causing pain, continuously causing pain and chaos, rethink again and come back and
rethink, yeah.
Again and again. So what we are saying, these issues would have been handled differently. But it has gone out of hand. But still, I wish that it can be handled differently, even as at now.
Brother Choose.
Because I am not saying that anybody is perfect or anybody is right or what anybody is doing is wrong or right.
Exactly.
More especially people that are on the ground, those who are on the ground, they have done a grievous mistake. More especially from the day one, listening to a different direction. That is a no-no. But at the same time, when you see the situation on the ground, you can break protocols to straighten things out.
Man, Choose.
I saw now my brother Christian was going. So let us not divert that. Let us not throw that away or look away from it, because a lot of people are listening. The government itself is listening. There's a way things can be done differently. For me, sometimes I tell you that sometimes to on my camera and speak is too heavy for me. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to talk. I don't know how to start. I don't know the topic to use. Because just as we are speaking now, some people will go and copy what we said and say we are talking against them.
Yeah.
Some people will go and just pick up a point and say, oh, you are speaking against me. Oh, you are no longer supporting me. Oh, you are no longer, you are against me. And this will continue over and over and over. And people will no longer be able to digest information and bring out information and say things that people can be able to make use of. It is a very difficult situation, and every one of us have to begin to have a think. Tom, Dick, and Harry. Please go on, my brother Christian.
Yeah, Malchus, because for me, certain things work for certain people, but I'm not one of those, So, I've said also in the past, if you remember, that when it comes to USB and Dr. Ngozi Orabeze, I personally will continue to give them the benefit of doubt. But I also said that the jury is still out. The jury is out and is still out. Why? Because first of all, I'm an outsider, So from the outside, I'm looking in. So the things I say is based on the things I pick, and I use my brain to put one and one together. So, I will not be able. I'm not there yet. Like the jury being out, I'm able to put things in perspective. I don't think that this USB led by Dr. Ngozi Orabeze has deviated or has any intention that is evil. I'm not there yet, but we keep watching. That is what I mean when I say the jury is still out. And the fact that this guy we praised him to the high heavens, and came out, the things he said was disturbing, really, really disturbing. But for me, it's still not enough to conclude that this government led by Dr. Ngozi Orabeze is on the wrong track. They may make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. And again, from my own assessment, I feel like, especially knowing our people, how we how the way we reason, the way we act. Look at Nnamdi Kanu himself, whom everybody knows his position, his intentions. But yeah, there was somebody like Uchemofo trying to fight him like hell, you know, the second in command. So these things happens.
Now, he never uttered a word about him. He never said a word about him.
Exactly. So my point. So again, I don't know the people who are working with Ngozi Arabeze, the advisors and the assistants and things like that. But nobody is perfect. But I feel like if they have approached these two major or should I say the command, if they approach them differently, like give them whatever it has to be given to them, provided, because it's obvious that they are very serious in protecting the land, because that is at the end of the day, that is the primary objective. Because if we lose our land, we lose everything. There's nothing else to talk about, to fight. We cannot have a government that is in the diaspora government. Government has to be in our home. If we don't have government in our home, then we don't have government. And so these are the guys who are in charge, as far as maybe, except I'm wrong, I don't know, but it seems to me that they are the really the top guys taking charge, protecting it from these invaders taking over. So the best thing would have been find a way, because I know that these other guys, they like the Van Vams and some of them, it's all about trying to gain relevance, to gain the confidence of people. I know that, and that's what most of them are doing. Who is going to become the main person now that PM is not yet, is still not around, and then Nnamdi Kanu is still not around, just trying to be the main, you know what I mean? So, and in one of in one of these things, I wrote to him, I said, look, forget it, bro. It doesn't work that way. For people to follow you, you have to have the credibility. You have to have something. I remember exactly because we were here when Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, incarcerated, and Simon Ekpa brought him almost out of nowhere. He took charge. They fought him like hell. Some of us, for me, there's no platform. I did not go defending him, not just for defending him, because I know, I felt it. I knew he was on the right track. So many. I won't even begin to mention platform where I went. People who were trying to pull him down. I told them, including Nelly Ofebu. One time I was in her program. I told her, look, everybody, if you genuinely believe in this cause, you must revise course, you know. So at the end, it took time. Maybe a year, maybe two, but eventually, everything, you know, he was able to unify. So it takes time, and I also understand that the level of effort and time that he put in, it was no joke. Trust me, he fought like hell. And I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that it was a wasted effort. It's not. Anybody tell you that because he's incarcerated, therefore he's not wasted. Like I said, I'm always able to put things in perspective. The level from where he took off and where we are now is a monumental achievement. Trust me. Yes. Forget about all this soundbite and here and there. We made a tremendous. Rome is not built in a day. It takes time. Given especially the nature of what we are fighting, the Nigerian system. The Biafran struggle is like no other anywhere in the world. This is a country where nations, powerful nations with unimaginable global influence, sworn that they will keep it together. So, you know, it's no joke. It has to take, like I always say, like a camel going through the eyes of a needle for us to be able to break out of this demonic entity that was created by the British. For a purpose too. I'm telling you the truth. So, but I know that with God, it's not impossible for a camel to go through the eyes of a needle. But with human being, it's impossible. Trust me. So my thing is that, again, like you said, Brachus, maybe it's not too late to make amend with the guys on the ground. Now, where Brother Greg came in and to say that the way you start, no, that is not the way I look at it, because first of all, me and you, Greg, and every one of us, for the most part, we are here in diaspora. So those who are in charge back home, they have to be given that leeway to continue to do the good job they are doing. So when eventually we are able to consolidate, when we are able to take charge of our territories back home, we are in charge, then now a government will be formed at home, where the various regions in Biafra land will come together and begin to voice their opinion, how they feel and what they want, stuff like that, because it's a confederation. It is a confederation. It's not going to be a unitary system like what you have in a zoo, where one person will sit on the top and command Anyoma or command coastal region, how to do that, remove you when you know everybody will be able to. At the central, we have that central government system, but every region will have the autonomy, that autonomy to decide how they want to be governed and the system that suits them. That has been the word of Mazen Namdekan, same with Simon Ekpa, and same with many of us. So that is the modern day system of governance. Right. So, but for now, we must keep the unity, the oneness, that purpose to be able to, in terms of men on the ground, because if they begin to fight each other, then the enemy will now, I'm sorry, sorry.
My brother Christian, you see this last word you just said now, fighting each other.
Yeah.
That is where I share tears. You know, when we talk about this issue, people think it's just like, it's not just in word. Word is cheap. Word is cheap. But somebody that have arms, do you know the amount of arms that Mazi Simon Ekpa committed into their hand?
Yeah.
Do you know how many years it took Mazi Simon to build that standard? Some of us don't know. We know what happened during the time of Mazi Nandekan. Even though ESN were not as equipped as the Liberation Army, they were not as equipped as the Liberation, but you saw the bloodletting that happened.
Yeah.
How are we going to avoid this? This is my question. I am not here to preach you, go and praise you men on the ground. I'm not praising anybody. I'm not supporting anybody. What I am saying, can we be able to look for another strategy to make sure we calm this down and build this unity? Even if we can break protocols, let us break protocols and stop this bloodletting.
It has to happen.
Because this rain is going to fall. And when it begins to fall, I bet you will forget talking about Biafra.
It has to happen.
You will forget talking about Biafra. This rain is going to fall. That is where I am shouting. I don't give a damn whatever anybody is doing or whatever they are saying. This thing, this rain is definitely going to fall. When we come online, we talk. It is cheap for us to talk.
Brachus,
cheap for us to talk and castigate people and talk. But these people have been there. If there is any way we can break protocols, they have committed so many crimes against us. We know they have done so many, and they've also done something that are good.
If USB government, if they cannot find a way to work with these boys, then it's going to be a big mess on everybody.
Very big mess. People are not seeing it. Do you know how many years it took Mazi Simon Ekpa to recover ESN?
Exactly. He fought like hell. He fought like hell.
Go and look back. Look back.
Yeah.
People are just looking for. Look back.
You know why? You know why I said what I said? Because I've listened in one of the government's forum, right, where Dr. Ngozi Orabeze made a statement that I looked at as should I say maybe a mistake. Maybe that is the right word to use. I wouldn't say I wouldn't use any other word, but a mistake, because everybody and anybody can make mistakes. So that is the right word to use. I'm not gonna call it unaware, uninformed, or whatever. No. She's a well-learned woman, right? And thank goodness, so far, I think she's doing her best. Now, but what I had in that forum was the word, right? Like everybody has to, should I say, authoritatively, which is fair, but we're in a very precarious situation. So certain words are not going to fly. with this guy who has been on this thing for years and years, you know, so they will perceive it. They will,
the nature of our people, the Biafran
yeah,
people,
the nature of our people, yeah, they will perceive it as hostility, as you are trying to take away their power and their, you know. So this is how sometimes. So this is if they will listen to this conversation we are having now, it's not too late. They have to find a way to make amend, put things right with them, tell them that, because again, I listened to that not the gentle guy. He seems like a guy who, honestly, like I said before, honestly, genuinely want to protect the land, you know, but he has, there's a feeling of maybe threatening or power I want to take, and because we're not there on the ground, they are the ones. So we have to let them have it until finally we use them and they use us. I mean, like we do everything. Maybe it's the wrong word I just used now. I just used a wrong word. But we have to work with them, give them the things they know, so that we're able to secure our land and take charge. Because these blue politicians, they are still very much in charge for now. And until we're able to dispose them, and secure our place and form a government, not in diaspora, but on the home front. So that's it.
Mazi, in all these things, my question is this. My question is, this Biafra we are fighting for, this Biafra that we every day choose is coming to make program 2 times in a day, this Biafra that every day choose will go to work, he has a family, and he still struggle to do the things he do for Biafra. This Biafra that everybody is fighting, is this Biafra is for a particular person? Or are we fighting for all us and our grandchildren, unborn children to be free? So, yeah, the issue there is this. Everybody in a family love to tolerate what his brother or his sister or his nephew, cousins, uncles, or whatever wrong they did. The point there is this. This Biafra is for me and for you. And when we get it right for Dr. Ngozi Rebeze, for Simon Ekpan, for Nnamdi Kanu, for me and you. Every single Biafra is what, how do you call it? Is a shareholder or whatever in Biafra land. Equal stakeholder. Yes, that is the right language. So, because when they are coming to say men on the ground, men on the top, people in the diaspora, it seems as if there is people who those men on the ground is fighting this freedom for. Give me a chance. I'm talking.
No, you are missing the point.
So,
Greg.
No, I'm coming. I know. Just give me 1 minute.
It is for us. I do this infighting, my brother. It will affect you. It will affect me. I cannot be able to open my platform again and speak about Biafra.
That is the fact. That is area. That is area.
That is what we started. That
is the area I'm coming. That is the area I'm coming. I'm not missing anything. I know where I'm driving to. So the point in this is this. Onye ma ko resi we me kudo we bia. Both the army and both the government of the United States of Biafra should know what we are fighting for. That is the area I'm trying to come from. So the Biafra we are fighting for is not for is producer. Neither is it for Dr. Ngozi Rebeze. The Biafra is the Biafra for everybody. So why then can we not be honest to each other? If we are pure honest to each other, and we follow the template of Simon Ekpan and Nnamdi Kanu that led this foundation with their honest mind, and they're still suffering for this thing that they did today. And somebody look at them and said, because to be honest with you, I did not see any wrong from this government of United States of Biafra. I did not see anything wrong. Why I did not see anything wrong? If every Biafrans are honest in the first place, like when Gento make statement, Gento said that they asked them how many soldiers they have. They asked them how many soldiers they have so that they will know how much they will be paying them. So if you tell somebody, and all of them, everybody who is coming, using Ajala, using the God of Biafra, using the Most High God. And this is the question that all of us have to sit down and ask ourselves. You cannot tell me we are looking for Biafra and there is no atom of trust from the left or from the right. If you ask me, how many soldiers do I have? If I have 1,000 soldiers, did I ask you any other thing? How many soldiers do you have? Then the government is supposed to know if you have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, they will plan with those number of the soldiers you are having. Because we don't have oil we are selling to pay soldiers. It is only the 50 euro, 100 euro, 1,000 euro some people will collect. Those who are men are still contributing some huge amount of money now. So, and you cannot fight sincerely without giving accountability. Sure. So if you and the military and you deny accountability, if you and the military you deny anything accountability from the one, and you will do without that accountability until that Biafra will come, there will be no accountability. That is the area I'm coming. So if we have to build peace, we must build that peace with honest.
Let me just tell you. In a this thing, huh?
Just hold on, just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Let me chip in what my brother Greg said. You see, in whatever video, there was a time I said here, I don't have a time to. The only video I played from Men on the Ground was when this guy was accused falsely. When Gento was accused falsely, I brought the video here and I played it. You can't find any of his video platform apart from that. You can't find any other video he made or any place I begin to use him apart from that very video. You see, when they say what they say, just like I said before, in the process of this ego, everybody wants to show that he is Alpha and Omega. People are talking without thinking. You can imagine somebody making a broadcast and begin to insult Master Simon by the name of attacking Dr. Mizar Aboise. You can imagine somebody making a broadcast and insulting Dr. Mizar Aboise. For what? Why are you insulting her and abusing her? What does that got to do with the fighting of Biafra? As a military man, why will you descend so low to begin to talk on that direction? But this is what have generated because we allowed things to get out of hand. And some of us do not have that patience to manage ourselves and manage our anger. More especially the crop of people I see around today. That is why we are shouting. If this thing is not managed, they are going to do more damage. These people that open their mouth and talk carelessly, the next minute they come and apologize. They can do more damages. Can those of us that still have patience and endurance look for a way of managing this situation so that it doesn't get out of hand? Go ahead, my brother Christian.
Yeah, Brother Greg. What I want you to understand, Brother Greg, is that what you are saying would have been perfectly understandable if we live in a utopia system, but we don't have it. That is not what we have. In a perfect world, what you are saying would have been understandable, but that's not what Brachu just said. It. Everybody wants to be in charge. Egomaniac. Or some of these name calling, some of these things, it's just because people don't want to, that's it. And the same thing during Samonekpa too. A lot of people who fought against him, there's two guys, one Prince something. Because so,
the same ego. Because even during the time of Nelly, you know why Nelly broke out? Because they told Master Simon Ekpa to fight what is it
Nelly.
White lawyer.
Okay.
And he told him to calm down. Allow him. So long he's still fighting Master Simon Ekpa, allow him. And he has a reason for saying that. because you're targeting something.
Yeah, so it's important.
Talking about fighting, but they forgot that we have the men on the ground. Some of them was busy trying to recover the men on the ground.
Yeah, it's important. It's important that, Brother Greg, it's important you take into account that fact, that we don't live in an ideal world, in a perfect way where people will understand. They don't understand.
They don't.
They might want to do the right thing, but it's misplaced because the ego gets in the way. The quest to be the most relevant gets in the way. So this is sometimes trust me, bro. If you ask me, my honest opinion, most of these people genuinely want to be free from this shackle called Nigeria. Most of these guys want to. Not that there are no saboteurs. There are saboteurs. Make no mistake about it. There are those who have collected money. There are those who are working with it.
Do you know that they agree with the 40 states? When you see them talk, they still mention the 40 states.
Yeah.
In that 40 states, that is still the same decentralization we're talking about.
Yeah.
But the implementation is where the power tussle is. They want to be the one to implement it.
Power tussle.
The problem comes.
And you know that.
So these things are something that has to be ironed out. Instead of creating factions.
Yeah.
When the war started, me and you, the shame that will cover us will not allow us to come and talk here.
And you know also that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, he always make reference to the fact that the problem of Ndi COG, Sihanisi, the way we reason, the way we think, and I'm praying to God, I'm hoping that moving forward, as we get our freedom from this zoo that has caused some maybe almost irreparable damage, that we'll be able to have a Biafra where our people, with their brain, their God-given brain, will begin to work in the way it's supposed to work, with critical thinking, critical analysis of issues. So it's not everybody that have it. Some people, like I said, this gentle now, and some of them, the only thing is, again, it's not too late, but we must give them, find a way. You must find a way to work with them. If you have to give them, if you have to pamper, whatever it is, so that we get across. When we get across, then we'll be able to.
We can be able to crush this.
Yeah, exactly. So because I always like to make reference to Adeji. It helps in that. But anyway, so I hope my point is true. My point is that maybe the approach is not that the USB haven't done anything wrong, but I'm just saying that there are mistakes here and there. But it's okay. You can make corrections. You can make amend. Yeah, you can. We can make amend because they are the one. We are all in diaspora. They are the one in charge back home. So they can't be bullied. They cannot be bullied. They cannot be bullied. So I hope that the USB, they will get this message. Anything like bully cannot work with these guys. It just cannot work. We have to work so that we'll be able to catch up on the distractor, on the always, so that like some of them, like Vam, which like I said, when I say it, I don't miss word. Because it's finished. When I say it's finished,
those ones now have nothing to offer, but they now capitalize on this very
exactly. That's it. So that's the point. But it's not as if the things he is saying, the things he is saying, they are not bulletproof. They are not credible things. But it's just like taking advantage. He's taking advantage of this now to assume that Potozo and Gento, they are on his side. But the truth of the matter is that he's probably not even capable. If he has to lead, does he have what it takes? Can he?
He doesn't have it.
So
and nobody will even follow him because he doesn't have that credibility to do that. That's number one.
So there's a lot more that we as Biafran can benefit having Dr. Ngozi Arabeze in that position. If I always use the big if, right? That big if. And that is that if the intentions are, because again, I'm an outsider, I cannot presume that everything is perfect when I don't know. But I've said it several, and in fact, there are some others I've said, that if he's 100% on the right track, she is better suited. And for this time, she is the better suited person of all for now. So So that's the thing. They just have to go back to the drawing board. I feel they need to. The USB need to go back to drawing board. Thank you so much, my brother.
Thank you. Let's hear from Oluchi Nwagod. Oluchi Nwagod, my brother, you're welcome. Speak to us. Oluchi Nwagod, go ahead.
I want to
my brother.
Thank everyone here that is talking and have spoken. But Mazi Chooks, this brother used one word. That word is bullying. Why I came into this program, Mazi Chooks, was the comment you made. You made this comment that if nothing is being done. And now, let me say something here. Mazi Chooks, if everybody must understand, even those in the homeland listening, the comment we made was the first problem these people made was to listen to another voice. That is where everything. Look at. Can you imagine?
Undoubtedly, nobody is doubting that. That one cannot be doubted. That is the genesis of the whole problem.
Now, if a government comes in, everywhere will be stand still. The military, everybody will stand still and watch what the government will do. Maybe the government who came in, like firstly when they were projecting, when they started their propaganda, she doesn't know any military, she doesn't know anybody. But my brother, the problem is we are asking of an allegiance to United States of Biafra. Because these are the people that even made Obatobie to think of declaring Biafra. It was because of, like you rightly said, what they have in their hands. It was because of the trust he has with them. In spite of what most of them have done to him, he did not mind. But because all his strength was these people. My brother, I want to ask everybody here, even apart from Nigeria anyway, we are from Africa. I have not had in the whole of Africa, except the military want to do a coup. I have never seen in any country in the world, even in Africa, that the military cannot take order from a government. It's strange to me, because why I'm saying this is that many people here, some say, "Oh, I'm not an insider." Everybody must know that immediately this thing happened, those who have interest, they decided to watch this. When Simon was there, did you see any commander coming to make any comment?
My brother Oluchi Nwagod, because before you continue, come straight to go to this issue.
Okay.
On this very angle in Abekita.
Okay.
On that side, none of us can. Now more about these problems, but not from the disobedient at the first time.
Yes.
Now that we have seen that it has happened.
Yes.
My focus on during the time of the ESN.
Yes.
How many years it took Simon? The number of lives that we lost.
Yes.
And this same thing is about to happen again. Exactly. If nothing is done.
Yes.
Stop this thing.
Okay. I will tell you how it will be stopped, Mazi. I know your fear. I know you are concerned because all of us saw that play out. We saw the destruction. So now, one is, it was because of propaganda that brought this to this level. If after all there was consultations, there was talk, there was underground consultations to make things work initially. But those who said it will not work because I am not informed, because I will not be in charge, that was the people who brought this problem. But let me tell you how it will be solved. In spite of what these people have said, I guess it's just September, it's next month. By God's grace, Obatobie is coming out. If you as a military man, you are paying allegiance to Obatobie, when Obatobie have told you that even on Hamadike to give him boy, let Biafra come. You question what that means. Us Biafra or dead. So actually, I mean, this thing will be resolved, mass issues. But what is going to happen here is, I have said this thing repeatedly before. On the side of United States of Biafran government, they have not faulted, but they have called for this unity several times. But somebody knows somewhere. Let me tell you, that thing that our brother Kuru, that general Kuru, I know I like it from Madam. Here from our DPM now, but get the source of that news. Because every guy here, Madam Asoka Gaddafi. I'm the where that message is called. But it all the very, very disheartening that if what Bato say you are not okay, even if you have done anything, go out for now. I'm not working with you. I'm not working with you. My brother, if anybody decide to work with the same people up until Via himself refused to work with, my brother, that person does not mean well, even if it's the military. All this thing will come to an end. It will not end the way people. I know your fear. If I fear to be, it will not end that way. You know why? Because one of my brothers made something here. The inability for us to reason. Home front to problem in abroad. Monday nation, Monday not. Are we doing here? We take away. There is money that we are bringing. But in the homeland, a problem, problem. This problem is, Nigeria system. And that system, Nigeria in Ronishi, each in Magonishi. Each of the only guy back in Akoko to make difference. Even we might have the man, the commander, the Navy captain, Haburu. Mohamadike Bekrakla for Simon Brakla, the man in the answer Mohamadike call, a vibrant Igbo naval officer, beautiful young man who rise a captain. How this thing can have the boy? Why? He decided to work with Obatobia. They felt insulted because the man trained most of them. They murdered him. So, my brother, why I'm saying all this thing for people who don't know, there is no government in this world that the military, except you topple it, it's fine, it's acceptable. Even
But
my brother, what you are saying is absolutely truth. But don't you think that we can break protocols?
Yeah, it will happen now.
This shedding of blood,
it will happen. It will happen. Well, let me conclude now. What will happen is, in spite of what they have said, which they know is not true,